go. All right. 1, 2, 3. All right. What's up, PJ? What's going on? Let's get this started. What's up, V? All right, hopping on this Final Fantasy 16. All right. All right, what we doing here? Let me see something. Hold up, guys. This game is so far I'm not that really impressed. Let me see. One second. What's up, Rude? What's up, Cold? What's going on?
You reckon he's a soldier then? Still hungry, are you? Might have some.
Grumpy as hell. All right.
The washroom floor's all mended then?
All hold. I suppose I'll be needing a new suit.
Sid once told me, the Blight doesn't kill the land, it only makes her forget who she once was. She'll eventually remember her purpose. All she needs is a little reminding.
You drop everything I'm doing just to tune in. Oh, thanks, Cold. I hear you. So far this game, it's okay so far. It's linear as fuck, though. I'll tell you that.
Your brand. Lady Tyre might be able to see to that. You may have been born a slave, but you're a free man now.
These apples are all foul.
So, I just got to this place, so I'm just trying to explore before Fat Chocobo. So, Fat Chocobo.
Think he'd have time for a nip with old August before scampering back to his solar, but no.
I was not a fan of the action at all.
August.
If you can read, don't let Otto know. We'll put you to work on the ledgers too.
this game favored more action than RPG,
Concerning.
and Final Fantasy is an RPG.
I'm no man's tool.
Careful. I've spent the whole morning on this.
Okay, that's the. All right, well, I guess I go to the land to the landmark then.
Just working on a pet project of mine. Though she's not above biting the hand that feeds her. Alright. I was hoping we might try and solve the mystery of poor Clyde Rossfield. A bearer of the Sambrequois Imperial Army sent behind enemy lines. With orders to wait until it turned into a brawl, then slit Dominant's throat in the chaos.
I didn't know.
What's
it was
up?
her.
What's up, Walla? What's going on?
How could it be?
And so, to save her neck, you slit your sergeants, then set your sights on the hills. Conveniently forgetting how the Empire deals with deserters.
Oh, what's up,
As with
Boris?
us on the chop, my friend, we both know you won't be getting far.
Oh, what's up, Zero?
Gone a long way, Lord
He said
Rossfield.
worst first day buy ever. I bought this game for you guys, like for content, to give you my thoughts and opinions. Like, I'm a Final Fantasy fan. Yeah, this game. I'll tell you one thing. There's more cinematics than gameplay in this game,
What do you mean?
even from the intro.
Do with it? Why nothing?
Final Fantasy VII Remake has was a hybrid
Wanted to use her.
between
I'll be talking to you.
ATB and menu-based combat and action combat. This is just pure on action.
Of course, the realm doesn't approve, which is why we live in a cave. It's also why we need help. From Branded who know one end of a sword from the other. What say you, Clive? Will you join us?
Sid, was it? I trust that you'll do right by Jill.
You can get $20 if you want. I ain't gonna force your hand.
Brother is avenged.
Walla.
Walk my own path.
Avenged.
My brother was murdered by a second dominant of fire.
Phoenix's evil twin. Oh, bloody mate. Another rumor proven true.
I only stand here today because of Joshua. 13 years I've waited for this chance. I've slept in filth, drunk from a gutter, killed more men than I can count. You're right. The Empire will not suffer a deserter. This will be my best opportunity.
The voice acting is phenomenal. I love this is British for voice acting that I love. I don't know why Xenoblade Chronicles can't have voice acting like this.
One of my scouts sent word there's a group of branded fugitives north of here, in the imperial village of Lostwing. Among them is one he believes to be a dominant of fire.
You know, oh shit.
What say we go and ask him?
This doesn't mean I'm joining you.
Exactly, Cole.
Let's make ready then.
Yeah, the voice acting in Xenoblade 1 wasn't too bad.
As well as a few things you don't.
Yeah, like people don't understand that Final Fantasy games, party members are essential. This is a character action game, which means it only focuses on one character. It don't focus on the multiple different party members. And the thing is, when you had a party member type RPG, when you play as those characters, command those characters, you also get a sense of those characters, their backstory. You formulate a relationship with them. This game is just Clive based, in his perspective, and that takes away from what traditionally what Final Fantasy is. Like if you gotta follow me on Twitter. My Twitter is Mugen Lord. You can find me on Twitter and follow me. But I've been debating with a lot of people about Final Fantasy because a lot of people like another cutscene. Oh. 1 second.
Is it? Oh no.
Goots, was it? Perhaps you can help. Sid asked me to make ready for our mission. How does one go about that here?
Well, there's old Nan's place. On second thoughts, you maybe want to see Blackthorn first.
A blacksmith? To the forge it is, then.
Oh wait, no, hold up. You'll be needing this. Blackthorn won't take no notice of you otherwise. Might not anyway.
Yeah, I noticed at the beginning, like, there's a lot of cutscenes. Like, the thing is, I love me some exposition in my games. I love some storylines and stuff. But, especially at the beginning of the game, I found myself more so in cutscenes than actually playing the game. If, like, compare Final Fantasy VII Remake's intro, you played the game, you had some cutscenes in between, but you played majority of it. Like, that prologue to this showing, you was more so, like, it was just cutscene. You hold the controls. You hold the left stick up. Another cutscene. Some combat. Hold the control stick up. More cutscenes.
Are you Blackthorn?
What if I am? No time for idle chatter.
I'm not here to talk. I'll be accompanying Sid to Lostwing, and I need you to...
What's up, Neo?
Equipment.
You could be accompanying the goddess Krieger to our holy bedchamber for all I care. I'm not lifting a finger for you.
Is that so?
The visuals, I'm not gonna lie. The visuals is not bad in this game. It looks really impressive.
Do you want that or not?
Could it be better? Hell yeah, but it doesn't look bad at all.
Damn you, Goots. All right. No need to...
I think it looks good. I think in the areas where it's good lighting, it makes the environment shine really, really well.
I doubt that lot could stay a Moogle's fart. Bloody Imperials. They'd rather see their bearers dead than kitted out properly. I'll do what I can, as a favour to Goot's mind. And the bell, Caesar Square. You want anything else?
Oh, thanks for subscribing. Was it Obamos?
A word of advice. Don't let Sid decide what's best for
And the fire, and there's no elements in this game. Like fire, and you shoot the other magic, it has the same effect. If you shoot fire at a fire-based monster, it doesn't heal it. It has the same effect as if you had another element hitting the monster, of fire. Changing the highway and notice.
I suppose I should thank Goots.
Now what I was saying was when it comes to Final Fantasy, it's like so many people that's being fucking disingenuous about Final Fantasy. Cause people ask you like, what is a Final Fantasy game? And I always hear this argument, like you guys, like your argument that Final Fantasy, this game is, combat is different and all this other type of stuff. you know, their argument is like, well, Final Fantasy has always been different with each entry. It always changes. Final Fantasy is never the same. And that argument that people always make to try to shut you down or gaslight you is so fucking disingenuous. And what I mean by that is, when it comes to Final Fantasy games, all of them, every last Final Fantasy game before Final Fantasy 15 were all menu-based ATB combat-focused games. And what's so disingenuous is they say every Final Fantasy game is different. Yes, every Final Fantasy game is different, but the difference in the game is just the difference in how they utilize the menu combat-based ATB combat system. They're all every Final Fantasy mainline Final Fantasy game was always menu-based ATB. They were all turn-based at heart, but each entry always had a different twist to the ATB mechanics. But they were all the same in heart. But these guys are trying to tell you that every Final Fantasy game is different, and that is a fucking lie. Final Fantasy didn't jump the shark, really didn't jump the shark into Final Fantasy 15. Final Fantasy 15 went more in the action category. And if you want to be honest, Final Fantasy 15 was never meant to be a Final Fantasy mainline title entry at all. It never was. It was always supposed to be a spinoff. And every Final Fantasy spinoff game was always used for experimentations. Every time Square Enix wanted to do something different with the Final Fantasy brand, they always relegated them to spinoffs. That's where they was able to actually mess around with Final Fantasy by trying different things when they were classified as spinoffs. But they kept the mainline Final Fantasy games intact by keeping them ATB menu based. They've always been doing that. And I'm not saying that the game has to fully stay turn-based, but I would like to see the evolution of turn-based, what they've been doing with each Final Fantasy titles before 15. Like 13 was drastically different. They were drastically different. 13 was drastically different. It was still ATB though. Now the thing was, every Final Fantasy game always had a party system. It always had party members. It had a customization. It was micromanagement involved in everything. That's what that's the identity for me for Final Fantasy. It's always been that. And then these people would try to gaslight you or try to shut you down by saying that every Final Fantasy game has always been different. And that's fucking disingenuous. They all been ATB, they all been menu-based combat. They always been. But each entry did something different with it. It was always a new spin on the ATB combat system. Always been. That's the difference. These guys are literally acting like that every Final Fantasy game was a different genre. Final Fantasy 16 is not really an RPG. It's a character action game. It's a character-focused action game. So Final Fantasy went from RPG to action game. That's a big difference. And these guys are trying to make it like Final Fantasy has been jumping from genre to genre each entry. Like they pretending that Final Fantasy went from RPG to puzzle in the next entry from one another, or racing or something like that. When the main line said that's never been the case. That's why I'll be telling people like that, shut up.
The gift worked. You have my thanks.
Come on, nearly there.
People are used to eating shit that they accept anything as long as the brand is there. Final Fantasy 16 is equivalent to GTA 6 turning into an action shooter. Didn't wait 7 years for this. Yeah, Final Fantasy, man, like
Quick as you like.
you can't tell me that all the Final Fantasy games is this drastically different. Like, come on, man. That's so disingenuous.
Right. You make it comfortable while the bed's made up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you're just gonna stand there? Someone fetch some water.
I'll get the bucket. You go and see if Otto needs out, eh?
My first Final Fantasy game was Final Fantasy 6 when I was young. I never finished it. I played like the opening because my uncle let me try it. But my actual Final Fantasy game that I actually started playing and I owned it myself was Final Fantasy VII when it launched. I had the Final Fantasy promo demo that came with Tobal. That's how long I've been around. And then I went back and played Final Fantasy IV. I love the hell, and I love the hell out of Final Fantasy IX. I wasn't really big into Final Fantasy. I wasn't really big into Final Fantasy VIII. I ain't, man. I couldn't get into 15. I couldn't even get past. I played a little bit after the intro when Noctis and his homies was pushing the car. Went to the gas station, did some running around in the field to fight, and then I just turned it off. Couldn't get into it. Never went back. Then I got the collector's edition, and I was disappointed. Then my dumb ass. And then the thing was, at the opening at Final Fantasy 15 when it first launched, it was you was only able to play as Noctis, which was fucking stupid. So my dumb ass waited, and once the real edition came out, when you was able to play as the other party members and all that type of stuff, my dumb ass went out and bought the real edition, thinking I would be able to get into it, and still couldn't get into it, and ended up turning it off and never went back. I would rather play 13 than 15.
Needs her rest. There'll be time for tearful reunions when she's recovered.
I'm not here for Jill. You're wanted downstairs. There are injured bearers in need of attention.
Well, why didn't you say so?
I did say so.
That was stupid. Why did they have you go upstairs just for another cutscene? They could have just had her come. They could have just had somebody call her and she came downstairs. Yeah, I played Crisis Core on the PSP. Didn't like it. Crisis Core was the worst thing that happened to Final Fantasy VII. And I like Final Fantasy VII Remake Combat because it was a hybrid. It was action. It was menu based ATB mixed with action, with action combat. It was the best hybrid. If they are going to go the action way, that's the way they should go with Final Fantasy. If they want to do that, what they did with Final Fantasy VII Remake, and do different twists to it. That's all they need to do.
Another fine day at the Hideaway. Do many of the bearers who come here arrive in this state?
It's no easy thing, casting off your chains. By the time most pluck up the courage, they're already too far gone. These two here are the lucky ones. The name's Otto. You need anything? You ask me.
Well, Otto, I do need some supplies.
Do you now? Then Lady Karen over there will be more than happy to help you.
Right.
Oh. And thanks. Be seeing you.
Not likely. I won't be staying.
Is that right? Well, for as long as you are here, consider yourself welcome. You helped us today, and we won't forget it.
I didn't care. I never bought Type 0. Didn't care for that. My brother Keel liked it, but I don't care for it.
Who are these people?
I like the lighting to this. The lighting is really good.
Damn it. We'll be needing more wood. If I step away to fetch any, this lot will be down around our ears. Ah, you there. Perfect timing. Couldn't persuade you to fetch me some timber.
I don't know. I still haven't. I'm not even thinking about trails right now.
I'd be happy to.
Oh, thank you. You'll be helping me and the hideaway both. Takes a lot of work to keep this place standing. More than we can manage, if I'm honest.
It certainly looks like you've got your hands full.
You can say that again. The Fallen knew their craft, make no mistake, but not even their handiwork lasts forever. That's why the walls need shoring up. Can't have the vegetable patch crushed before our first harvest now, can we?
No, I suppose not. Alright, where can I find this wood?
Ask over at the White Ads. They'll point you in the right direction. Thanks again. I really appreciate the help.
See, I'm busy here. Well, I ain't the cook, am I? Look. You got anything needs repairing? Off you go then. Don't want to keep Sid waiting.
This could have been a spinoff.
Excuse me. The man working over by the garden sent me to fetch some wood.
Ah, that'll be Geoffrey, master carpenter. Luck would have it, we've just finished cutting the timber he's after. You take as much as you need from the stack.
Thank you.
No, not at all. We appreciate the assistance.
Here we are.
That's
Better
Final
get this
Fantasy
to
14 right there.
Geoffrey, was it?
Oh, you're back.
Yeah, I got a freshman on my hand, man. She's doing good. She has a summer job, her first summer job. She starts tomorrow. So I'll take her to work tomorrow. Proud of her. Really, really proud of her, man. How's the fam doing, V? Okay, Zero. Thankfully, people like Shill Up and Jason Schreier are starting to come out with a more balanced reviews. The initial hype was vomiting. Yeah, that's the thing about Final Fantasy. This game, like I've never seen so much hype for a video game in such a long time. I mean, the magnitude for this game, like the hype for this game since the demo dropped, it's just been ridiculous. Like it's almost to your son is a senior now. Holy shit! God damn, he a grown ass man. You're a father to a grown ass man, man. That feels good, man. As a parent, you know you're able to be around to see your child grow from a baby to an adult, man. That feels great as hell. I got a teenager, man. You about to have a grown ass man. That is dope, man. That is dope, bro. And that's the thing about about Final Fantasy 16, man. The hype for this game. It was so ridiculous. It just didn't. The hype was so over the top to the point. It doesn't feel genuine to me. And then like you see a lot of live streamer content creators, especially content creators and live streamers who never played a Final Fantasy game. Like a lot of them are like overselling the game.
Welcome to the fold.
There's no need.
Like I feel like the people are overselling this game. Especially when the demo came out, people said, "Oh man, because of the demo, I'm definitely buying the game," or "This is definitely game of the year contender. This is definitely this, that, and the other." And you know, this is the best Final Fantasy yet in a very, very long time. I'm like, okay. And I didn't bother the demo because I said the game is coming out like the next week, so I'm getting the game anyway to give it a try or whatever. And then when I finally played the game, was it last night? Me and my daughter were sitting down. My daughter's watching me play the game, and as I'm playing it, I'm playing the prologue, the intro that was the demo. And I'm like, this was the hype. All I did was hold the left stick up, and we just got cutscenes at the cutscenes, sprinkle with some battles, hold the left stick up to more cutscenes and cutscenes, and then I already telling you right now, I don't like the icons. I never did when I first saw the trailer. They're just over the top rail shooters, and they just high octane spectacles. I don't care. I know the icon battles are going to fucking annoy me. I just know it. He said, meanwhile, the demo was a cutscene simulator, and when I pointed it out, I was met with arguments such as, it's only a demo, people just never learn. Like, it's crazy. The mainstream media really hurt my ability to not see review, and there should be nothing wrong. Yeah, I'm tired of beating a dead horse on that. I don't feel like even talking about that part, the SJW aspect of it. I'm done. That's beating a dead horse at this point. But to me, I think people are overselling this game. I'm not saying that this game is bad. I have faith that this game is going to be a good game, but I don't think it's the game that the way people were talking about this game and talking about the demo, they made it sound like this game is like the second coming of Christ. And I'm like, and that's the thing that bothers me about today's content creators and people know right now, talking about Final Fantasy 16, saying positive things about Final Fantasy 16 means clicks. And it seems like a lot of people are doing things for revenue, for ad revenue, for clicks.
A new face, and dare I hope, a willing pair of hands. The fat chocobo is a demanding mistress, and we are too few to keep her on her feet. Might I persuade you to deliver a meal or two to souls in need of sustenance? For your trouble, I can offer you the contents of my strongbox and my enduring gratitude.
More fetch quests.
I don't see why not.
Marvelous. And who exactly do I have the honor of addressing?
Clive.
Delighted to make your acquaintance.
Yeah, the voice after the Clive, his voice sounds badass.
Upon which the weight of this fine establishment rests. Now, I have 3 hungry customers awaiting their victuals. Take these if you...
Yeah, great. Is this story at the very least as hype as everyone's saying? Well, when I'm hearing from certain people that the story falls off a bit. Like there's some, I'm hearing some, like I said, like right now the game is fresh, so everybody's gonna say right now is like everybody's at a honeymoon period. That's why you really can't trust what people like the mega positive. You really can't trust what people saying right now because it's the honeymoon period. You're going to have to wait a week or two after the game settles in so people start really voicing their opinions about the game. But from some of the reviews that I heard that the story is okay, or the story starts all strong but then it starts to fall off. That from what I've been hearing.
And so he should. We're not slaves anymore. Well met, lad. And keep up the good work.
So I would say this: wait for the waiting for the next 2 weeks, to settle in. And once the honeymoon period is going for this game, and once everybody stops shilling and everybody stop overselling the game, then we'll start to hear everybody's actual opinions about this game.
I hope you do not think me lazy for waiting to be served like a lord.
Yeah, V, that's what I'm talking about. People are like stupid.
You left me half lame, truth be told. But Sid took me in nonetheless. Well, the hideaway is the home I never knew, and a mighty fine one at that.
Yeah, look, you know me, man. I love me some good exposition. I love me some good lore dump. But I like to have my games playable, which was my complaints about the later Metal Gear Solid games, where Kojima, you spent most of the time with the controller on your lap and you just watching exposition dumps than actually playing the game. Like, it's still a video game at the end of the day.
Your food.
Just a moment. I need to finish this. I won't be a burden. I'm of no use to anyone as I am, but maybe if I can master this.
All right, but see that you eat it before it gets cold.
Of course. Thank you.
That's the last one.
Alright.
Better let Kenneth know.
1 second. Alright, let's go. It's kind of annoying how Dragon Quest XII was revealed in a trailer a few years ago, yet we heard anything since. Xenosaga was more. Yeah, the V, you said the same thing. V, you took the words out of my mouth. I was about to mention the same thing about Xenosaga. Especially when I was, like, Xenosaga, dude, is so many fucking cutscenes in that game, bro. Like, what the hell? Like, you said it's like you watching a episode of an anime.
They were bearers.
Like, cutscenes were literally like 30 minutes long.
Slaves waiting upon their master's pleasure, but
Yeah, bro.
be fed like equals.
Indeed, equality is the very cornerstone upon which our little community is founded.
Yeah, bro. I can't wait for that Mario RPG. I got a reaction video on my channel. You need to go check it out. I went nuts.
Speaking only when spoken to, eating
I'm more excited for Mario RPG remake than this game,
the first hot meal here.
and that says a lot.
Many didn't know. In the hideaway, we are free. Truly free to speak as we please, when we please, and to eat what and when we desire. More than reason enough to trust in Sid's vision,
Look.
you say?
When it comes to remakes, man, I want my remakes to be as close to the original, but with improved graphics and stuff. Now, I know people saying that, then what's the point? Well, that is the point. That's the point of a remake. You're using new technology to rebuild the exact same experience, but you also add quality of changes, quality of life changes to meet today's standards. But now Final Fantasy VII really muddled what a remake is. Like, they changed the whole definition of what a remake is with Final Fantasy VII Remake. They literally changed the game. They didn't add to the game. They changed the game. Now, my thing is, if you are going to do drastic changes to a remake of your beloved games, then those changes better be like justified. You know what I'm saying? It better be better than what we had before it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the remake looked 1-to-1, and I'm all for it. I don't need no additional things. Just give me my game that I grew up with, which is new with new, updated graphics and technology. That's all I need. Yeah, you don't need to change anything. I'm totally like because if people like if people likes the game like people like the game so much is because of what they grew up with. What's the point of changing it completely? Then it's not the exact game that people remember. That doesn't make any sense. That's the whole point why you're remaking it. You're remaking something that people love, that people enjoy growing up with. But if you're gonna completely change it to a point that is a whole different game, then it's not a remake. What was the point? Oh, cool. You can change the music in here.
You think he'd have time for a nip with old August before scampering back to his solo? But no.
Dead Space should be the golden standard for remakes. Exactly why I love Trials of Mana. Yeah, Trials of Mana remake that's a perfect example of what a remake is. It's 1-to-1, but also they did add some quality of life changes to it to make it to meet today's standard, but it's still 1-to-1. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. And what pisses me off is, especially with Final Fantasy VII Remake, and with remakes in general, a lot of people with Final Fantasy VII Remake, remember when that PS3 tech demo had released,
Quite a mouthful.
everybody said, "Oh my god, I want a Final Fantasy VII remake." Everybody wanted a Final Fantasy VII remake as in 1-to-1. No one was asking Final Fantasy VII remake at the time that they want some changes to it. Everybody saw that tech demo and said this is what they wanted, right? What they seen right there. Then all of a sudden, when Final Fantasy VII remake come out and you find out that it's not really a remake, that they actually changed the storytelling, the themes, and everything to it, then all of a sudden these same people come out of nowhere and say, well, you know, like, it would be kind of boring playing it 1-to-1 if it was the same thing. You got the original, like, you know, like, I think it's good that they changed it. Like, that, like y'all the most disingenuous motherfuckers I ever known. Like, back then, y'all wasn't saying that. Now, all of a sudden, y'all retroactively changing your stance on it that you never wanted a 1-to-1 experience. Y'all some fucking liars. Y'all are liars.
I have compiled some new entries, if you would like to see them.
Crazy.
I have a few new notes that might interest you. You wish to study the tomes?
Yeah, they really went out with this. All the information and stuff. That's pretty cool. Oh, he's the king. But I do like the character design. The main character designs.
Always welcome, Clive.
What, you streaming?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like how everybody's face, even the regular people, their faces look really good
Mm-hmm.
compared to 15. Man, everybody was looking generic.
Yeah, everybody was generic on 15, dog.
That joint ridiculous, man.
Everybody like copy and paste on that joint.
Oh, like that joint wasn't that good. You already knew it was an important character because like, you know, the distinction. But other than that, I don't know. Why does your face look stretched out on the?
Oh, because I have to zoom it in and stuff like that. That's all. We talking about the game or me?
Yeah, that.
Yeah, because I have to stretch it to fit this box.
Nasty.
Shut up. I never forgive them for what they did to Blood Trail in 7 Remake. Yeah, the only reason why they say it is because they really wanted Final Fantasy 7 to come back in some way, shape, or form. Yeah, they just want to take whatever they can get. That tech demo had me going crazy. Yeah, V. A lot of those people were kids that didn't grow up in our era. Exactly. And they're too afraid to complain because they showing how easy they are as fans to please. Yeah. Like, and like the amount of gaslighting I receive.
Otto said you could provide them.
What's that? Does the newcomer think it proper to make demands of a poor old matron before even introducing himself?
It's Clive.
Well, Clive, I hear that dog is yours. Since he followed Sid home one night, I've seen to it that his chin's rubbed and his belly fed. Though I suppose that's your job now. Unless you lose him again.
I won't. Not again. Thank you for watching him.
So, were you gonna buy something? What? You didn't think I'd shower your lordship with my hard-won wares while you swagger about with a pocket full of gil? Life doesn't work that way, lad. Now, let's see some...
I played the remake once and didn't have the urge to play it again. Yeah, the OG, yeah. The thing is, like, I played... The reason they kept me going back playing... Cause I played the remake 3 times. The combat system I really enjoyed because it was a hybrid between ATB and action. They did it just right. And like I said before, with Final Fantasy VII Remake, despite me hating the story, I like the characterization of the characters. Everybody's how I remember as far as personality is concerned. And, you know, and as a fan, I want to see those moments. Despite some of the stupid changes they're doing with it.
Just this once, mind. My stores are getting cluttered and I need to make room for the next shipment.
Thank you.
Thank me? Thank your dog.
He said jump attack. Yeah, the jump attack mechanics was annoying. Yeah. You're right. Yeah. Hopefully they clean that up, V. Yeah, they even got a training mode in this joint.
Stay down.
I remember that. I remember how that feels. They literally got a training move for this joint. How do I exit? Oh. It said, but it said jump attack one thing is really clean. Okay. I hope they do the HD 2D remake for Final. Nah, just give us a full, you know, like how you did remake Final Fantasy VII remake. I don't want an HD 2D. Just give us a real true remake. I really loved it when I was younger, but other than that, Final Fantasy 9 game is Final Fantasy. Zidane also said you couldn't get it. I love 9. This is the thing. I was shitting on 9 when I was young. Like before the game came out, I seen the magazine, I seen the characters and stuff. Like, what the fuck is this? I was shitting on that. And then I got it anyway. And got it for Christmas.
Leaving already?
Yeah, I got it for Christmas, and one of the best Final Fantasy, one of the best Final Fantasy games I ever played.
Should be fun.
When I say I was shitting on 9, I was shitting on it. That game changed. That game made me a believer. Once I actually played it, that game made me a believer. I fell in love with the world and the characters. I just thought Final Fantasy 9 was just an odd design choice as far as characters are concerned. Yeah. I just pray to God I can get through this game.
There's a good girl.
I wasn't into 12 storyline. I love the 12 combat. That's what kept me playing 12. 12, I wasn't really like too fond of the story. Just I don't know, story wasn't clicking for me. But the gameplay kept me playing it. But after a while, I just stopped playing altogether. But I played all of them. Yeah, I played 1, 2. I didn't play the actual 3. I only because in Japan. In America, Final Fantasy 3 is actually 6. So I never played the actual 3. So I played 1, 2, 4. I never played 5. So I played 1, 2, 4. I played a little bit of 6. Then I played 7, 8, 9, 10. Of course, 11 is one of my favorite MMOs of all time. And of course, I got 12. I got 13. Can't stand that. And I had 14, like 14. And 15 I got. It sucks. Never finished it. And here we are with 16. Have any idea what happened with Grandia series? I only played the second game. Never played the first game. And my brother Keelancer had the third game. And he had Grandia Extreme. I have no idea what happened to that series. Your guess is as good as mine. Oh, wrong damn button. Your guess is as good as mine.
Bastard blood flies everywhere.
I told you we should have taken the Crystal Road.
I told you that we're outlaws. You want every bounty hunter in Storm harrying us from here to the Holy Capital. Besides, what's wrong with a shortcut through nature's splendor? You know,
The Deadlands claim more of the realm each day. That a place like this still exists is a miracle in itself. Blood flies and all.
we'll be back in Imperial land soon. All right.
Never better.
Sounds like it.
Torgu.
That there is a fine hound. Soon took to hunting.
Yeah, that there.
Fearless as you
That's
like.
merchandise.
It's good to have you back, Torgal.
Now, we don't want to be caught in the forest after nightfall.
I suppose not.
Did I mention there'd be deadly beasts? There'll be deadly beasts. Nothing a trained assassin can't handle, though.
How reassuring.
You're welcome for that and the shortcut.
No, I'm not going to delete them. Well, I would delete some. It just depends.
Maybe they're friendly like Torgal. Oh, maybe they're not.
That's enough.
love the music for sure. They never miss with that.
This way, your lordship.
Yeah, it looks really good.
What in good Grieger's name is he doing this far south?
Looking for food. No more wolves where he's from. The north was one of the first parts of Storm to fall to the Blight.
Oh, sod. I'd invite him over for a cup of tea if I didn't think he'd either done.
Let's try and stay out of its path.
Remember when I said that the deadly beasts? Well, the shrubs in these parts are much better.
Only when we take it now.
It's over. It's over.
Well, that's the undergrowth sorted. I'll take it from here.
Alright. I would say this. I would say this though. It's cool that we have grown-ass adult protagonists in the series now. At least I think Clive, in his late 20s from now, he looks. You usually don't see many. Well, yeah, and then you go through the 3 stages of his life, and his like, in his teens, his 20s, and then his 30s.
The ruins. They're everywhere, aren't they?
Some say there was a time they blocked out the stars. Down was the only way left for them to go. There's probably a lesson to be learned from that. But it can wait. Come on. Mind your head.
And a lot of Japanese players were like disappointed because of the the mouth syncing, because in this game the motion capture, and this game was built, for Western audience, even down to the voice acting is all recorded here. Yeah, shut up, Sid. So when you play it in Japanese, the voices don't sync perfectly at all. So they was encouraging Japanese player to play it in English.
I can see that. Doesn't happen to be a friend of yours, does it?
So you still, this game is trying to appeal to the West. I'll tell you that. Keep pressing the wrong button, damn it. just hoping I can get Redux. I'm just hoping I can get through this. I don't know. I guess I need more icons to actually see where this battle system can fully do.
Must be a nest nearby. Keep your eyes open.
Right now it's just corridor at the corridor. You just go to one area. It's like each room is like each area is like an arena. You just go to one area. You fight a group of enemies. Go to another area. Fight a group of enemies. Cutscene. And what I'm saying, this is what I'm saying too. Like, would this game had got the praise that it got if it wasn't Final Fantasy name on it?
I'll admit I haven't counted on that.
Like, let's be honest here.
What is it, boy? Do you like that, boy? At least one of us knows these woods. Thank you, Torgal.
This forest looks beautiful. The lighting and everything. I'll give it that. Looks really beautiful.
Well, they look none too happy. And for once, it's not my fault.
Get him! It's over.
This is stupid. I like wolves.
I don't think they care, Sid.
We did what had to be done.
Doesn't mean I have to like it.
No. No, it doesn't.
It would look. Yeah, of course it'd look even better on PC. I agree, V. Definitely would look better. The lighting looks really good in the game. I give it that. Oh, boss fight.
That sword sharp.
You'd better hope so.
This shouldn't take too long.
So much for your shortcut.
It's still short, just not quite as quick. But it'll be a damn
Press
sight quicker
keep
if you
hitting
like.
the dodge button,
Right,
man.
that's exactly. Not this time.
Damn.
There's a good boy.
Aye, someone's got the up. Where he stops, no one knows. I doubt he'll do that again.
Not if we kill him first. My wounds, boy. Torgal. Well done, Torgal. My wounds, boy. Not this time. Can't do it.
Oh. Alright, now I'll play a little bit better. I was never good at action games.
Aye, someone's got the up. Where he stops, no one knows.
Not this time.
I doubt he'll do that again.
Not if we kill him first.
Damn. damage numbers are still a mystery to me. Just acting as if it's a deep Hershey or something. So they had all pieces to win the concentration. How did that? And all this bolts on the system. It looks really good. I'll give it that. It's all end game. This is not like pre-rendered cutscenes. This is all end game. Damn. Oh, what's up? What's up, Chris? What's going on?
You're dominant.
I am. Aye. But not by choice, mind. Whole bloody realm of strapping young lads. And it was this sorry sack of bones round who saw fit to all.
Yeah, Sid is a badass in this game. I like the voice actor too for the characters. It fits him.
What's in it for you?
What's in it for me? The same as for all of us. What we want and deserve. Save for our knack, dominance and bearers are no different from anyone else. The ability to use magic or summon great beasts should command respect.
Oh, what's up, Dirt? What's up, bro?
Our kind are used and
Welcome to the stream.
tools, yet we are men, so why must we die as less?
I see. So what you're saying is you want to start a war.
You flatter me, lad. But my days as a firebrand are long behind me. No, I only wish to offer our kind a choice. A place where we can die on our own terms. Okay?
We got the crew. We got the crew in here, man. Good to see everybody. It's been a while. It's been a long while.
Right. What exactly do you plan on doing when you find this dominant of fire?
What do you think? I'll show him the mercy he showed my brother. And cut out the tongue of any man who tries to talk me out of it.
All right. Forest dark enough as it is.
Let's make this quick. That's enough.
See that river? We follow her upstream and we'll be in Lost Wing in no time.
In no time. Right. That's enough. Get him.
I just hope, man, this game just. I just hope isn't just the future for Final Fantasy, man. I just really hope it's not. I'm just not really an action gameplay type of guy, like a full-on action, especially let alone character action based game. Ah. Pressing the wrong button. I'm trying to evade.
just down that way. All of them. Rieger's my witness.
Excellent. We move.
I don't understand. Have I not proven loyal?
It is true my liege values loyalty
What's up, Baka?
above all else. But were you not quick to betray your countrymen for the promise of coin?
Damn. He should have shut his damn mouth. Dumbass.
That woman.
Benedicta Harmon, commander of Waloed's elite intelligences. If we could
What's up,
capture
Yoko?
her-
You! Weapons on the ground, Imperials!
Let's get this over with then. At least they're not giant lizards.
Oh, thanks to the super chat, Yoko. Appreciate it. I keep pressing the wrong button. There we go.
Behind you.
There. Damn! Get the hell out of here with that.
Not this time.
Damn. It says he's your own. Make the world more interesting. Nah, I don't really like it. This game's okay. It said, "What does Mugalore stands for, my lady?" Shut up. This is not Final Fantasy.
They thought we were Imperials.
Well, you do look the part. So you fight like a true shield of Rosaria. And I'm blessed by the Phoenix at that. Speaking of which,
He was really trying to sell his mixtape just now. What are you talking about, Baka? He said he's really trying to sell his mixtape.
and lo, the Creator did make of the elements 8 icons to serve as keepers of the One Law. Not that I've ever set too much store by holy doctrine, but on that point, it's clear.
Yeah, you'll be waiting a long time for the PC version, Yoko.
As of all the rest, a new one can't be born until the previous dies, and even that can take years. The thing is, you don't strike me as a liar. Which leaves but one person who might be able to shed some light on the matter. They're in Lost Wing. As are our Waluda friends, I would imagine. We should hurry before it gets dark.
But what if someone discovers the bodies?
Well, and they'll be sorely disappointed.
Stage replay and arcade modes. Damn, this really is a action game. So they treat each level on the world map as an individual stage. I hear you, Yoko. I hear you. What's up, Johnny? This game's okay so far. I'm mashing more than anything.
So much for arriving before sunset.
I didn't realize we were this close. Any idea what that is they built the village around?
The Fallen Earth. I've heard some call it an airship. Those flying days seem to be behind it. Shame that.
You truly think a dominant...
Shut up, V.
Never given me any reason to doubt him. Which is why I think we should hurry. Come on.
Be stupid. What the heck is that? Okay. Man, I really like the lighting to this game. I give it that. Like, the light, it looks beautiful. This nighttime scenery right here, this looks really beautiful. How the light just shines off of Clive and Sid. It just looks beautiful. Like, the game visually, like, the trailers doesn't do how the game looks visually at all. It doesn't do it any justice. The game really does look really good.
This isn't the first time I've seen one of these.
I mean, if you're an action guy, if you really love action games, if you really do like action games, you're gonna like. I believe you're gonna like it. I was never really an action game guy. least with action RPGs like Final Fantasy VII Remake and like other games like Star Ocean and stuff, they were still rooted in, you know, active time based, like, and still favorite more of the RPG elements rather than the action elements. This game is full on action rather than RPG. Wolfhound, huh?
Sick of Torgal.
So wait, so if I walk down the path for so long, it makes me run fast? If that's what I'm understanding here. I'm trying to explore. Interesting. So, if I just run long enough, I eventually run fast. That's how it works. Okay.
Let's make this quick. Get him, boy. Give them all you've got, boy. Stay down.
Level up, baby.
Figures up ahead.
Are they friends or foes?
It's over.
Damn.
More Waluders. Why? What is it they want?
You're welcome to ask the next ones we meet. Let me know how it goes.
It would have been dope. It would have been dope if I was able to just switch to Sid and then do combos with Sid and stuff like that, and then line up attack and then switch back to Clive to capitalize on it, and then issue a command to Sid to go attack the other enemies. Have Torgal do his thing. Nah, it's not that kind of game. Quest nearby.
sign of the Royalists.
Or anyone else for that matter. It's too bloody quiet.
Oh yeah, I hear you, Rocklu.
For this hour.
What do we do now?
First we look for my scouts. You start here, I'll circle round the back.
How do I let you know if I find him?
Good question. Shout.
Subtle. I don't even know what he looks like.
Yeah, look at it. It looks beautiful, man.
Abandoned. Can it?
This lighting, man, I can't stress this enough, man. It looks beautiful, man. Look at this. It looks really beautiful.
Miss me? I'm flattered, but let's stick to it.
That sounds like a child. It's all right. I'm not one of them. My friend and I, we're with the Imperial Army. And we've come to help. Do you know where your parents are?
In the church.
Then I'm going to find them and make sure they're safe. Can you stay hidden here until then? To the church, then.
By Abigail.
This man's gonna die if we don't get into a healer.
Enough of your barking, dog.
Damn.
About time.
Stand back.
Who the hell are you?
thought you weren't coming.
You still alive, Gav?
Barely. Been doing what I can for the villagers, but I thought you were joking.
It's all right. He's with me. Is this everyone?
No, there were others. A pair of royalists came for the bearers just before you arrived.
Was a dominant among them?
Maybe. It's not like he was holding a sign.
I'll give you one guess where he's going. Clive.
He out. Get him. Don't let him escape. I'm gonna run fast or not.
Any word from the scouts?
Not yet, my lady, but we have the Dominant's companion. It's only a matter of time before we seize our quarry.
Very good. And what of the others?
The bearers have been taken to Caer Norvent.
Some may still be worth keeping should the Dominant elude us.
All is in hand, my lady. They will not be spoiled. I give you my word.
Yeah, I love her design.
Gentlemen, a toast! Will you join me? My thanks.
Yeah, mainstream journalists, game journalists aren't needed. That's why they hate us. What?
Imperials drink this piss?
Well, it would go some way to explain their breath.
Lady Benedicta! Imperials!
That's femininity right there.
And instead of killing them, you lead the rats straight to us.
Mercy!
That chick ruthless.
Look what we have here, boys. An Imperial bearer. But I was getting bored.
What is that thing? If this means what I think it does, Cid has some explaining to do.
that, man?
Better be on your way, Sid.
Sick of Torgal.
There you go. It was the PS5 review. Taco Lord, that review was insufferable. No, they hate it is because the Japanese voices aren't synced correctly, because the voices were done in the game was designed with the voices for Westerners. So when Japanese players play it, the Japanese voices don't sync with the English voices. Because normally when Japanese games are done, it's done the other way around. It's recorded in Japanese, and they just try to they would have to try to sync the English voice acting, the best way they can to the Japanese, but they did it in reverse.
You've got some fight in you, even for a branded.
Clive!
Lucas here to save the day. Is this how you recruit all of your charges?
Don't recall you complaining, Benedicta.
So, Sidolphus, remind me, why was it that you betrayed your kingdom? I asked you a question, Lord Commander.
Why? Because I'd had enough of you and your king's antics.
And yet here you are, stealing my branded. What are you plotting?
As if I'd tell you.
Lady Benedicta, we have secured the Dominant.
Always something, isn't there?
And she's gone. Did she say where she was gone?
No.
Then we head back to Lostwing. One of the villagers may have heard something.
But we can't just...
Which is why I sent Gam. The man has a nose for these things. Trust me.
He said, I guess it wasn't in the budget to lip sync voices in Japanese.
So, it wasn't about bears at all. They were looking for a dominant.
Yeah, that's right. I thought we were hiding the bastard. Like any of us would keep a monster like that under our roof. No offense.
When no one talked, they started rounding up everyone with a brain. And
And then everyone without one and all.
And locked you in the cellar, hoping sooner or later someone would break. You know, things might have been different if you'd accepted my invitation.
Oh, don't remind us. We were all saying the same thing.
Well, this is our own, innit? It don't mean we won't out when we can, though.
And that, I'll drink to.
Hear the tale of Lord Dion the Bold, whose tamed worms 1,000 unslain the tenfold. 100 full legions the young dragoon led, and watched as 1,000,000 foes turned tail and fled. His lance levels mountains, it slanders the dead, but skies over storm breaks for
Listen, Clive. Revenge won't bring him back. It won't.
13 years ago, I watched a dominant kill my brother right in front of me. And I did nothing. But now I can. I can kill the son of a bitch. And bring peace to my brother's soul. After that, whatever happens, happens.
Fate. You're content to be its slave, then?
His radiance would have us believe the Imperial host invincible. Yet here we find the Empire's cornerstone teetering on the backs of a handful of cowards and cutthroats. While Bahamut may lead 100 full legions, could it be that the young prince defends a house of cards ready to topple at the slightest breeze? Tell me something. Why do you not resist? Within you lies the power to slay gods. The phoenix perished in your flames. Yet you do not fight. You do not flee. You refuse your gift.
Let's see how this is going to turn out.
Perhaps you are distracted. My offer still stands. Join us and you will be treated with the respect one of our kind deserves.
She ruthless.
Lord Margrace, don't!
I'll give you a moment to consider your options.
I love her walk too.
Do be gentle with them.
Clive. Wake up. Gav's back.
One of the Empire's outlying strongholds, though apparently not strong enough to keep out the Royalists.
The captured bearers are inside. I'm sure of it.
If Benedicta's orders are to stay in the shadows, she won't be traveling with many men. Meaning, she'll be keeping her prisoners together and close by.
Including the Dominant.
So, we find a way into the fortress and conjure a bit of chaos.
without me?
Excellent question, Gav. You will wait outside the care and guide those I free to safety.
And miss all the fun. Why can't he do that?
Clive doesn't have your nose. He'd stumble off a cliff before he even found the men. Come on, Gav. You're the best man for the job.
Well, when you put it that way. Suppose I'd better scout ahead for any surprises. Don't you let him down.
I won't. Right. Shall we?
Not so fast. We wait until tomorrow.
But he's right there.
And if we leave now, we'll arrive just as the sun comes up. Maybe join the guards in breaking their fast. Come on, Clyde. They only just took the place. They'll be there a while yet. We've got one chance at this. You don't want to waste it, do you?
No.
Now that's settled. There's someone I want you to meet.
At this hour.
He's the owner of the tavern, and our best hope of getting a decent night's kid.
Alright, well, let's see. Definitely gotta stop up on some stuff. Oh, not as many points that I thought I had. Alright, that's it for now, guys. I hope you enjoyed this stream. I'll definitely be doing this again. I'll be live streaming again on Sunday. So I'll be seeing you guys soon. See you Game Fiends later. Peace out.